Okay, cool. And so this is live. Awesome. Yeah, there we go. The picture's good. Let me make sure it's adjusted. Hey everybody. Man, has it been an eventful week? Between snow, we had ice for a couple of days, so we stayed in and dragged a kiddie pool into the shower for the ducks. Um I didn't realize that you can pull a muscle doing animation, but somehow I did that. So, of course, what I've been working on is not like, computer 3D rendered stuff. I'm actually hand drawing the frames and scanning them for this.
Yes, real animation for those of you at home.
Yeah, well, that could start some fights with some people.
Oh,
but,
well.
Yeah, but we're all about old school here. But yeah, sitting there, bent over something, drawing or inking, because I was inking things for about an hour and a half straight, and I think that pulled a muscle in my back. So I'm like, I have a lidocaine patch on right now.
We're going to do an abridged service.
Well, we're not. We're not shorting anybody, but yeah, hopefully, I may have to sit down at a couple points.
Don't worry, I do.
Ha ha ha. Yeah. And I'm seeing. Wait. Am I getting lots of hearts here? And Sean is saying that thanks to Sekhmet. And you know what? I have to give thanks to Sekhmet too. I figured out that we have a voice actress friend who is also an ancient Egypt fan, and come to find out, she had gone to Egypt while she was in college, and so I was totally envious. But I mentioned a couple of projects that I would like to pitch at some point if our other project is successful, and without any hesitation, she said, "Well, I want to be Sekhmet." And it turns out when she had first moved to LA, she had a pet cat named Sekhmet. So I'm like, such enthusiasm must be supported. So, and by the way, this particular actress, if you're familiar with Cowboy Bebop, she was VT, the lady space trucker in the third episode, Heavy Metal Queen.
That's right.
Yeah. So her voice. Her name is Melody Spivak. She's an ancient Egypt fan too. So, that was really awesome. And she wants to do Sekhmet in something. So I'm like, hey, cool. So, Sekhmet works in mysterious ways. But, anyway, without further ado, and of course, if there are folks out there that are still stuck in weather or expecting more bad weather or something like that, let me know. We'll light a candle for Mahis and pray for warmer, milder times ahead for those of us in the northern hemisphere. I don't know how our friends down south of the equator are doing. Hopefully, it's not as bad as our summer was, but we can't forget about them. But, okay.
We love everybody.
Yeah, that's right. We have friends all over the world. We have folks that join us from, Eastern Europe, from Brazil.
Right.
And, we even had somebody tune in from Japan one time. That was really awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the next episode of the how-to guide will be premiering for everyone on Monday. But if you want to catch it early, then hop on over to Patreon. I thought you made a sound effect for a second. Okay, let's see if my experiment worked. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. This technique purifies me. Hail unto you, O Nechiru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, and our purity is upon our hearts. I'm sorry, dude. We've cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. Dude, I tried to warm it up.
I'm sure you did. But you know what?
It's just extra purity, right?
Now, I'll tell you what I did. About an hour ago, when I fixed myself some tea, I had some extra hot water, and I put it in the vase. And I figured, well, it'll kind of warm it up a little bit, but it won't be hot by the time we get to service. But hopefully it'll be more tepid. It won't be as bad. That was my hope. Judging from your reaction, that didn't work.
Maybe one of someone around here is having fun at his expense.
No, I don't know. The power of Tefnut compels
It's
me.
not like you guys aren't rooting them on. So them super thanks better be flowing.
I said I tried. Oh, Amitai, that was me in Japan. I'm hoping out for my study abroad. Awesome. Let's see. What's somebody to be? We're pure. What happened? Oh, Sabrina, you're asking what happened is I poured cool waters on Darren's hands, and they were
Very cool.
Surprisingly cool. Yeah.
I'm glad I went to the bathroom beforehand, because I'd have definitely went in.
That would have defeated the purpose.
Oh, and B says, "Hey everyone, I made it just in time. It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, B. Happy birthday." Yeah, I can't play that on a stringed instrument yet. But I guess I'll have to work on that. But yes. Oh, and tonight we are observing 2 Going Forth feasts. You have a Going Forth of Anubis and a Going Forth of Neith of Sais. Of course, Sais being her home city in the Delta. And this was a festival that happened in the winter months. And she was said to go out at a certain point in the night. And so we can only imagine what kind of a procession there would have been, probably with torchlight and, things like that. And it sounds like it would have been maybe a little mysterious. There might have been, it kind of makes you wonder, were there folks that had like little festival stands and foods and things like that, or was this more of a you stay inside because the goddess is going out, she has work to do? Don't know, but it's certainly intriguing. And this was in the midpoint of Egyptian winter, so the goddess Neith has things she is doing.
Neat.
Okay, that's right, I've got something on the frame drum, so it's not
Thank
going
God.
to
No pun intended. Well, maybe.
Yes, so we can still get our rim shot in. Okay. Okay. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. There we go. I'm just giving the candle just a moment to build up that wax and to get nice and bright. So, come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who's tuning in with us now and in the future, and those who have been with us in the past. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And we'll include a candle for Sobek, son of Neith. And for Sekhmet. I, Ra, mistress of healing. If I can. Okay. Hang on. There we go. Yes, and there's actually a Mardi Gras crew named after Sobek in our area. They don't do a whole lot of stuff that's like particularly Egyptian themed. They don't really have any logos that I've seen or anything that are very Egyptian, but they use the name Sobek, and I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Of course, I feel that Sobek, his local manifestation would be an alligator.
You think you would have a Cajun accent?
He could probably talk with one if he needed to.
I can see him. Hey, look, Chef. There's lots of catfish over this way. Go over there. Don't worry about me. No. Because he going to have to convince that coon-ass not to get that alligator.
Oh, Serranus, our friend's birthday was yesterday. Well, happy day after your birthday. Yeah, okay. Oh, yes, that's true. There are crocodiles in America. So far as I know, most of them are in Florida. I think at one time they would have had them in Louisiana, but I think they have been extirpated, which is the $50 word for they don't have them here anymore.
Right. And that's basically because the population got so old they wanted to be with other people like them, so they went to Florida.
I had to do that. Sorry, guys. Hope that wasn't too loud, but oh gosh, that's.
Does that mean they said later gator?
Probably
Or after.
so.
No, they said after a while because they're crocodiles.
Rim shot, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the Egyptians loved puns. They believed that if words sounded similar, there had to be a connection somewhere.
Well, I hope they all thought this was funny. I mean,
well,
yeah.
Hopefully. You arise in the Akhetis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as Atun, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Neith, the great, mother of Ra, and Anpu, fair son of Osir. Hail and praise unto you, O Yenachuru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oyunachuru, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, Oyunachuru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus, Oyunachuru, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, Oyunachuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. By the way, it seems to be something of a common gnosis that, as in a lot of people have reported this, that Anubis seems to like chocolate, which of course is very funny because earthly canines, chocolate is not good for them.
It's deadly.
Right. But Anubis is no ordinary canine. And yes, he does seem to like chocolate. So there's a little chocolate under there. And I managed to get a bag of those Egyptian lime and coriander potato chips that are so good. You open a bag and there will not be any left by the time you're done. And I actually managed to offer them before they get devoured. But so that's
Sounds
always
like Pringles has nothing on them.
Oh goodness, no, they're fantastic. And like I said, they're actually made in Egypt. I got them at the Middle Eastern grocery store today, and it's like I better put these on the offering plate now because they won't last long. But they have really really good flavors, things that they wouldn't think of here in the U.S. Because they had some that were like sweet chili and all sorts of other things. But I like the lime and coriander; they're really tasty. So. So it is good to offer tasty things. So I guess if you had gotten those Oreos that you talked about,
Yeah. At the Middle Eastern grocery, They had some Oreos where the cream filling was chocolate cream and they were chocolate covered.
Yeah, what is it you said about, what is it you said about the wrapper?
The first time I bought a little wrapper of 8 cookies, when I finished, I looked down and the wrapper said, "I own you."
They were that good. Okay. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Anpu, O Neith, O Unachu. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horeketi within his house. Pure, pure is Neith the Great, Mistress of Sais within her house. Pure, pure is Anpu within his house. Pure the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure. For Ra Horeketi, for Neith, for Anpu, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horeketi. Come to your body, O Neith. Come to your body, O Anpu. Come to your bodies, O Unachiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Neith, before Anpu. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Ra Horeketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkepre Ra, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead. Light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Horekaru, Tachenket, Kakao Abdu Senachirmaha, Kutnabet Nofra Wabet Ankadnachrim, and Kawan Akupunibu, Makarunibu Hiranachara. A voice offering, bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which God lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. I'm just pausing. If anybody else has if anybody wanted to include anyone, yeah. Oh, a hybrid dump saying lime and coriander potato chips. Where did you find that? That brand is. I picked it up at a Middle Eastern grocery store.
The brand is called Tiger.
Yeah, it's Tiger Excellence. I'll go ahead and put it where you can see it. I don't know if you could find them online. Let's see if I have a website here. Produced by Egypt Foods Group. It's got their address in Egypt. Let's see. And it was imported via Memphis, Tennessee. Also a city named for an Egyptian counterpart. But yeah, the best thing I could suggest would be to check a Middle Eastern grocery store, because that's where they would be likely to have something like that.
An Asian grocery store might as well.
Depends
on how broad the term Asia is.
Okay, well, most of the time they're going to focus more on, like, you'd be more likely to find prawn chips. But,
right, but
I mean, you never know. It's worth it to check your international grocery stores, if you have any available, because you can find the coolest stuff there that you wouldn't find anywhere else. But oh, cool! And one night he met a guy from Egypt Wednesday night. Nice guy. Met around the world. Yeah, most of the folks that we met, that they make it over here, they're pretty cool. Which is, I'll be honest, I kind of worry about, like how the impression that we give, overseas, especially in places like that, because most of the people that get to go over there have enough money to go, and they're like, might be.
They lack some manners and some humility.
Right. Yeah. So, the Americans that get to travel and be tourists may not always be the ones that are the best ambassadors for our country. Let me put it that way. But those of us at home, would certainly love the chance to chat with folks overseas. But we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Enid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Enid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. The Svet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, we may witness Ra's perfection every day. And I have to observe, one of the things that I think of when we get to that part is there was a legend from the Ojibwe Indians that and of course I always wonder how much of this might have been filtered, through Christian influence. But the idea was that the creator was considering, should I keep this big experiment with human beings going? This doesn't look like it's working out very well. He sent the eagle. And he told the eagle, to report back to him. As long as there's someone keeping the good ways and, observing what is right, then creation is spared. As long as there's one person out there, who's doing it. And this is the whole point of what we do. And of course, by offering a little figurine of Ma'at, that's symbolic for, the actions, when we're not in service, we're kind of summing it up and saying, here we are. So.
Yeah, I see the parallel that you might draw. The Christian perspective might have been something like what was going on with Sodom and Gomorrah.
I'm a little warped when I hear that because
well, it's not so much just the reasoning; it's the idea that before all that went down, they had the conversation with the divinity, saying, "Okay, if you can find this so many people, or this so many people, you can find one person."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no. This is something from like my personal experience, something funny, because you see when we when I went to high school, the gifted high school that I went to for the second half, when it came time to do dances like instead of homecoming we had a winter formal, and so they would put up a big piece of paper and tell people, of course you got to remember this is before social media and you could just vote on something. So it's like, hey, write your ideas for the theme for winter formal. Somebody wrote in there, and I think it made it to the top 10 list of rejected ideas for winter formal theme. One of them was a night in Sodom and Gomorrah. And gee, I wonder why that didn't fly. But I think of that. So when you talk about Sodom and Gomorrah, I immediately go back to my classmates, being silly. So, totally.
Yeah, that is kind of. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I actually have something. Yes, and I actually composed this. Oh, nice. Written in honor of Neith Going Forth on January 21st of 2022. So nearly 2 years ago, but this is really cool. So, hail unto you, O Neith the Great, Mistress of Sais in your going forth, Lady of Life who opens the ways, Eye of Ra which has no equal. You go forth from your house in the 4 hours of night, in the month of Rechneges, to perform your secret rites. For yours is the power to clear all paths. Yours is the power to move all obstacles. Yours is the power to destroy the evil one. Mistress of the East, Mistress of the West, Mistress of the North, Mistress of the South, heaven and earth are under your command. Holy Mother who gives all life, protect us, O Neith, as you protect your son Ra. Okay. Hail and praise, O Anpu, great God upon your mountain. master of secrets in Duat, ruler of the West, fair son of Osir, great physician who heals, your seal is our protection. Crown prince of the Aeneid, keen-faced among the gods, you stand at Osir's side. You serve the blessed dead. They live because of you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get our space ready for our fortunes. If anybody's got any other prayer requests before we do that, go ahead and let me know. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Love Deluxe. Hello, everyone. Let's see. I'm going to urge you to get salty pies from the store. Are those? There's some kind of pie, and it has a particular name, and it's from. It's like a meat pie or a pot pie or something, and it's from the Midwest around Minnesota, but I can't remember what it's called. They mentioned it in the book American Gods, so that's the only reason I know about it. But apparently, it's a real thing. Yeah, Kaiso, you'll definitely have to send that to me. Oh, okay. And Thorn Blackbird. Hey, I'm a Ojibwe. Cool. Okay. And and I see. Well, lots of cookies and Creature of Legend. Oh, I love your little sticker. That's cute. So. Oh yeah, the opium to stop a crying baby. Yeah, that.
Opium stopped a lot of shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I was like, how effective.
That's better than a vacuum cleaner. Beautiful.
I was gonna say, not too long ago, they used to give babies like gin or other alcohols, just a little bit of it when they're teething or.
Yeah, I mean, even my dad said he took, he dipped his finger in bourbon and rubbed it on my gums when I was teething. And suddenly I was much more mellow.
No doubt.
Yeah, well, you could tell my father was raised Catholic. He liked drinking cheap wine.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, okay. I'm going to pull a cookie for everybody, and then I see the list. I've kind of halted the chat long enough to be able to keep the list. Because I see, Kai Sobek, Love Deluxe, and Serrana. So let's go ahead. First, we're going to pull one for everybody. So if you're tuning in and it's after the fact, heads up because we've got one for you, and it's for everyone. So this one is just waiting to come out. Okay. Let your social instincts off the leash and talk to all and sundry.
Nice.
Let your social instincts off the leash and talk to all and sundry. And that's very interesting for us, because we've been talking to folks, and this means we need to keep talking to folks. And it's appropriate that we're getting this from Neith and I think from Anpu too. I don't see Anpu and Wepawet as being, you know, the same,
Same
you know, like some do. They're separate. I think Wepawet has more of a connection to Horus because, you know, he's a defender of Osiris. But they both have those keen ears. So I think they're both good listeners. And so I think they're both telling us, talk to people because you could find wisdom, leads, you know, information, new friends. But now's the time to talk to people and pursue those connections. So now we have one for Kai Sobek. Oh, and I see we got another sticker. So I guess we better do some happy dancing. We'll start with Kai
I'll be
Sobek.
dancing on the ceiling, and that is definitely a top tier Patreon exclusive.
Hey, I've been listening to 80s stuff like that while I've been working.
One of these days, I'll get around to watching Christopher Walken dancing.
Oh yeah,
Everyone should see that.
Yeah, that's the video for.
You'll be so glad you're stuck in a chair, dude.
No. This
I had seen it once, but it was a long.
It's the video for The Perfect Weapon.
The Perfect Weapon by the Beastie Boys, right? Or was it? No, not the
no. Just look up Christopher Walken, The Perfect Weapon, and you'll get it.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. All the funny stuff like that's on YouTube. But anyway, so Kai Sobek. Have faith in the force of right and not in the right of force. And I have to tell you, I've gotten this one before, and I actually put it in front of the spot where Ma'at normally sits on the shrine because I think that's a very powerful message, and it can be very encouraging when you feel like people are getting away with things, or you know, like you feel like you've been treated unfairly. Have faith in the force of right and not in the right of force. So Kai Sobek, I think somebody's giving you some encouragement. So Love Deluxe. And thank you for the super sticker. Your power is in your ability to decide. Wow. Love Deluxe. Your power is in your ability to decide.
You know what, Deluxe? I'm going to tell you something, man. And I mean man in the universal term, man. Yeah. Listen. Independence is not about being able to do everything for yourself by yourself. Independence is about being able to make the decisions that guide your life. Keep that in mind, and then listen to what this fortune cookie just said. What did the gods just tell you? Please read that again.
Yes, your power lies in your ability. Yes, your power is in your ability to decide.
Make your decision and stick to it.
And I get the feeling that there might be some people that are kind of, they're leaning on you to go a certain way, but they're telling you, you know, Neith and Anpu are telling you, you have the power to make your own decision. So, okay, now it's time for Sarana. It's a happy day after their birthday for your friend. Hope they gave you some cake. Sarana, people find it difficult to resist your persuasive manner.
That's the gods telling you to take advantage of people. Go for it.
Yeah. Oh well, if there's somebody that you're needing to convince for something, have some confidence. You can do it. People find it difficult to resist your persuasive manner. Okay, and now creature of legend. Legend holds. There's a creature of legend. And your fortune. Action is the basis of success.
Can't think about it and say you did it. You got to do it.
Action is the basis of success. Keep in mind that one of the deities we're honoring here is also titled the Opener of the Way. And so she's saying, go for it. Action is the basis of success.
Live off the boat and do things, man.
Can't go wrong with meatwad, right? But okay. And all right, let me catch up a little bit. Alexandra, and then B, one for myself and one for my friend. Oh, Alo, please. He wasn't able to make it, but I thought I'd request one for him too. Okay. Alrighty then. So we'll get Alexandra. There we go. Alexandra, the mind is everything. What do you think you will become? The mind is everything. What do you think you will become? Because your thoughts will determine everything from there. It's like the eightfold path, from right thought proceeds, right speech and right action and meditation, all those other things. So the mind is everything. What do you think you will become? Okay, so first for B and then for your friend Alo. And happy birthday again, B. We're going to have to figure out what we're doing for Darren's birthday because that's in a little less than a month.
Yeah.
But for B, you aspire to do great things. Begin with the little ones. You aspire to do great things. Begin with the little ones. And I have to tell you, especially based on some things that I found out this week, it's the little things that you do that you think might be just preliminary at best, or just not really amount to much, that can really add up to a great deal. And it's always amazing when you figure out that you haven't been wasting your time. Just don't treat it like it's just a time waster, and it won't be one.
Right. And the other thing you want to do is pay attention to the people that are negative about your dreams. Get them out of your way. Because no matter how long it takes you, it's worth it. It's what a lifetime is for.
Yeah. And so they're telling you aspire to do great things. Start with the small things. Begin with the little ones. Those are going to build up to those great things. And now for your friend, Alo. Playing safe is only playing. Wow.
There's a great parallel that Benjamin Franklin said. He who risks nothing
has no.
has nothing.
Yeah, actually, he was probably quoting the French. Qui
Yes.
risque rien, n'a rien.
Yeah.
So yeah, playing safe is only playing. So pass on to Alo. They just got some encouragement.
A calculated risk is typically a good one.
Yeah, obviously don't go out and do something stupid, but it's possible to be so safe that and so risk averse that you don't take opportunities that could be waiting for you to take them.
And I need to say something about that real quick. One of the worst things we do in life is tell everybody our ideas and our thoughts and see if everybody agrees and goes, go for it. I'm here to tell you, most people that love you the most people that you think are on your side the most are going to go, that's the dumbest damn idea I've ever heard. Don't tell anybody your ideas or your dreams. Go for it.
Well,
just do it.
Well, what I love is because at when we went to the convention a couple of weeks ago, I actually got up at their panel and I asked a question to Peter Cullen and to Frank Welker about, when you were starting out. It's interesting that, the voice of Optimus Prime, when he was young and he was starting out and wanted to go into acting, his dad sat him down and was like, do you know that the average salary of an actor is only $5,000, whatever.
A year?
A year.
Yes.
Yeah. So his dad was like, this isn't a safe idea. But his mom was like, okay, if you get into this school, they're taking this many people a year, so she was the one that actually kind of pointed him in a good direction.
If you get into this theater, they're only taking X many people a year. But if you get into this, we'll help you out and endorse it.
Yeah.
The rest is history. It should be noted that when Peter Cullen went for his audition as Optimus Prime, he had to borrow his brother's car.
Yeah.
In order to go, and the rest is history.
Yeah. So sometimes you got to take that risk.
That day when he rolled out, he never could have imagined what happened when he rolled back in.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go. Okay, next up. Okay, Gabriel asked for a prayer for my friend Margot. She's having a rough day today. Was she sick earlier? Because I know that you were you had mentioned her before, so she's, I guess, one of our extended loved ones now. Definitely want to include her and Zabela for the health and wellness of my friends and family, and also in thanks for my partner's improving mental health. Absolutely. And Zabela asked for a cookie. Oh, wait. Oh, but excuse me, Sabrina. Got to make sure we get Sabrina because Sabrina requested one from Bast. So, okay, we'll do Sabrina and then Zabela. So, and Zabela, thank you also for the super sticker. So, okay. So, from Lady Bast for Sabby. And our prayers and may Neith keep the way open for you for a safe move this coming week to Arkansas. So we are cheering you on with that. And your fortune. All happiness is in the mind.
Let's hear it for improving mental health.
But for Sabrina, all happiness is in the mind. So you're going to be changing location, but just you all consider it a fresh start in your mind as well, and that's where the happiness and the new opportunities and everything will come in. It's mental, and just know that we're cheering you on. So okay, now for Zabela. This one looks like it got toasted really well. Zabelin, all the little things will add to a happy journey. All the little things will add to a happy journey. Again, another message from one of our openers of the way. So, what is it about the thrill is in the journey? But in this case, it's all the little things. So, in your case, it sounds like they're saying, don't be so focused on the big picture that you miss out on the little bits of the mosaic that build up the big picture. So all the little things will add to a happy journey. Okay. And Ashley requests one from Sekhmet, and then Kristen Rebase from Neith. And also prayers of love and support for Gabriel's friend Margot. As I said, she's part of the extended family now. So, okay, Ashley from Sekhmet. From Mama Sekhmet. Oh, Ashley, she sent you two. Here's the first one. No, well, I can stretch it out here. There we go. Life must be lived forward, but can only be understood backwards. That's the first one. Life must be lived forward, but can only be understood backwards. Now, there's a second one to this. Don't accept that others know better than you. Wow, this is a really powerful one. Don't accept that others know better than you.
Now put them together.
Yes, because I think this is really something. So Ashley, put together. Life must be lived forward, but can only be understood backwards. Don't accept that others know better than you. In other words, feel free to live your life, make your own choices, make your own mistakes. It's okay. Don't
worry about what other people think or say.
Right. You'll gain wisdom in hindsight. But in the meantime, you've got to move forward and make the answers for yourself. And that's something we can get into the habit of deferring to other people and deferring, saying, assuming that somebody knows better, when sometimes they really don't. And it's always frustrating when you figure out that somebody, just talks like they know about everything and they really don't. But the gods are telling you to trust your own inner voice. So Ashley, that was for you. And now Kristen from Neith. Kristen Rebate, it's your turn. Okay. Kristen, life is not a problem to be solved, but rather a mystery to be lived. Life is not a problem to be solved, but rather a mystery to be lived. So, don't worry about fixing something that's broken.
And don't worry about having all the answers.
Yeah. And don't worry about it if it makes sense to other people. It's okay if it's a mystery.
It's even okay if it's a mystery to you.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're here for, is, to figure things out.
Right.
and it takes a whole lifetime to do it.
And I will say this.
Hmm.
This is something a lot of people have a problem with.
Hmm.
They think if they don't see a clear path from point A to point B, that they shouldn't do it. That's absolutely, positively wrong. If we don't take a step away from point A, we'll never get to point B, but we have to do it.
Well,
even if we don't see the clear path all the way.
Well, you know, that's also another definition of faith. Is I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm just going to press forward and do the best I can, and
take each step as it comes.
Yeah, and the faith is in the belief that it will work out.
Right, guys, and I have to say, this seems to be the overarching message for tonight.
Okay. Oh goodness! And by the way, I'm not maybe fat. Oh, Fat Boy Slim, was that the perfect weapon?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah. Best video ever. Yes. But okay. Yeah. And I see One-Eyed Heathen asked for a cookie. We'll get down to how do I find a safe, stable living situation, and how do I get to a spot where I'm okay and not a mess? I'm a mess. Sounds like we need to talk to you.
That's a lot of questions at once.
Yeah. And I know you're on the Discord. We're going to have to get with you on that. But first off, we've got Kyle Hinojosa, and then Mary Wepawet says cookie for Dodek and Thralo on Discord. Okay, and Sean's like, I can't recall where, but I swear that in something that Anubis was considered one of the mythical kings. Yeah, well, according to legend, you had a whole series of deities that ruled as king, and Jehuti was one, and the most of the male line in the Aeneid, and so yeah, it would make sense if Anubis was one of them, and then it went to Horus, and the human kings, were ruling on the throne of Horus, and in our belief, it has gone back to Horus. But anyway, so
it kind of makes sense. The royal child.
Yeah. And Anubis is the crown prince. So, all right. So Kyle Hinojosa. All right, this one's being difficult in opening, but here we go. Kyle Hinojosa. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Kyle Hinojosa, in a gentle way, you can shake the world. Yes, so don't worry about rocking it hard. Just be yourself, and in a gentle way, you can make a huge difference. You can shake the world. Okay, so next up, so Married Wepaway, you're saying one for Dodek and one for Thralo. All right, well, guys, be ready to pass those on. This one's for Dodek. Then like dodecahedron. Okay, for Dodek. A rolling stone gathers no moss, but it obtains a certain polish. So a rolling stone gathers no moss, ... but it obtains a certain polish. So be the rolling stone. And now I'm darn it, there's a song that's suddenly coming to mind, and I can't remember if it's them. Cashmere, is that?
That's Led Zeppelin.
Okay, yeah, I had that confused. So thinking it was that.
What, you don't like Zepp?
Yeah.
I love Zepp.
Anyway, so for Thralo. Okay. Thralo. Life must be lived forward, but can only be understood backwards. That's for Thralo. Life must be lived forward, but can only be understood backwards. Yes, and the sense that I'm getting is, sure you have questions, that's okay. Don't worry about those. Don't let those stop you. You've got to move forward. So, okay. All right, and Mary Web for myself, from Anpu Web /Web. Okay, and Lauren, for me, please. Okay. All right, okay, and so Discord cookies. Well, we got Thralo and Dodek. We'll get to Lee Roxy next. And Ashley, thank you for the super sticker. Oh, I love the hippos. That's cute. A little bit of a Tauret love going on there. So from Mary West. Oh. I hope winter over there is a lot milder than it has been here. Okay, marriage wet. Hard work pays off in the future. Laziness pays off now.
Wow.
Hard work pays off in the future. Laziness pays off now. So, which one would you rather have pay off? So,
hard work that pays off in the future is typically called an investment.
Yeah. Well, I keep thinking about our mushrooms because I was sweating and, heat and humidity and braving mosquitoes and drilling in logs. Not sure if it was going to work or not, but, hey, got to try it. And, a year and a half later, we got some shiitake mushrooms.
And they were delicious.
Yeah. So, it's one of those things it's not something you're working on, to harvest later in the season. This is for the long haul, but it was worth it. It paid off. So, yes, hard work pays off in the future. Laziness pays off now. And so, Lauren. Wow. I hope this has some makes some sense for you. What's the speed of dark? So Lauren, this is for you. What's the speed of dark? Question mark.
There is no speed of dark. There is a speed of light. That's the whole point.
Huh. That's good. Yeah.
Do something.
Don't.
Go do something.
Go do something. Yeah.
Get moving.
Yes. What's the speed of dark? Nothing.
Nothing. Head toward the light. Be the light.
Yes. Goth is only cool when you're a teenager. So I guess another way to look at it. But okay. All right. So from Discord, we got Thralo, we got Dodek. Now we need to get Lee Roxy, and then One-Eyed Heathen. So for Lee Roxy, not to be confused with Leroy Jenkins.
No.
And I have to credit you and Morgan for that because that is a gaming joke, and I would not have known about it otherwise. But for Roxy, all the effort you are making will ultimately pay off.
And if you're not making any effort, make some.
Yes. All the effort you are making will ultimately pay off. So that is for Roxy.
Believe in yourself. Keep going.
Well, yeah, well, it's like I said, keep drilling for those mushrooms. It'll pay off. All the effort you're making will ultimately pay off. But that's another overarching message that we're getting is that things are moving, and put forth effort now, and it will bear fruit.
Believe in yourself enough to go with when there's no encouragement, when there's no apparent reason, when there's no easy, visible goal.
Oh, and Kai Sobek had said, I was very pretty fortunate. Thank you, Sharon. May the force be with you, as Yoda would say. But, all right. So, okay, I think One-Eyed Heathen, yeah, it's your turn. And then I'll scroll down and make sure I'm not missing anybody else. And not
setting yourself on fire.
Now it's, hey, the grill lighter has a trigger. Unless you pull the trigger, it's not going to do anything. But, okay, so for One-Eyed Heathen. You said you're going through a tough time right now.
We love you, One-Eyed.
Yeah,
we love you so much. Hang in there.
Yeah, and if you've got some questions, stuff, it sounds like we need to get together on Discord. I need to get with you guys anyway this weekend and see about, working on things so we can keep expanding and all that good stuff. But first things first, go for it. You never know what will happen next.
Wow. Look, the overall theme of the night is keep working, keep pushing, go for it. You guys can do it. I mean,
it says go for it. You never know what will happen next.
Yeah. Look, at this point, even if you don't believe in yourself, do anyway.
If everybody else is done, I'd like one.
All right. Well, let's check and see.
We can tell Robert no. He's our one no enough.
Oh, when I said, and if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Yeah, a little bit of rush there.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Weapon of choice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. Serrano was asking about my house, but this could apply to a number of things. They wanted me to add this to the affirmation box. No. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Mrs. Jackal. Cool. Yeah, here we go. This is in charge earlier. Okay, and Saran says, can I get a prayer for a new job or more hours? Okay. Let's see. Okay, and Thorn Blackbird, can I have one from Sekhmet, please? Okay. Yeah. Is that what personal? Let's see. Okay, Margot was sick a little bit with a bug for a while ago, but she's just having issues with dysphoria, depression, and about a breakup. So she's mourning it longer than it was around. I've spent a long time mourning friends and things like that, so I understand. Sometimes,
Sometimes it takes a long time. There's no time limit you can really put on that.
Yeah.
But sometimes therapy is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Therapy is for everybody, not just certain people.
Yeah. Being Florida. That with it being Florida, she worries about transitioning. She's not getting any younger, et cetera, et cetera. I swear, I wish I could just take it all away for her. And I understand, when you have, I wish I could take things away for Darren too. So, she's in our prayers, and Serrana has a prayer request for a job or for more hours. Let's see. Okay, Kai Sober, I have to go now. My sister's calling me. Snap to everyone. It's a pleasure being here tonight. Well, we love you and enjoy your
Take
weekend.
care.
See you next week.
Serrana, sensory things, overwhelmed by sensory. To do fun things, because working relentlessly caused me to melt down eventually. Yes. Hang on. There's the film. Roach is very lovely. Okay, Married Wet Boy says over here we've had a week of -7 degrees centigrade, cold and frosty, no snow yet. Centigrade, that's what?
Please convert to Fahrenheit, please.
Well, I'm mentally trained to do it. My point of reference is 0 centigrade is 32 Fahrenheit. So going backwards from that, so it sounds like you're about like we are, like in the what would be about the 20s in ours. So yeah. Okay, and Sabrina, prayers for my knee to start feeling better. And Sabrina, did you get your cookie? Because, hang on, I'm trying not to. There we go. Because hang on, give me just a second. I got to get this thing to behave and scroll back up. Oh, well. Because I saw a request for one. There we go. Thorn Blackbird. One from Sekhmet. Okay. So we'll do that, and then Yamana, and we'll say some prayers for some folks who need them. So Thorn. Yeah, because it's about an hour and 15 minutes. We need to kind of get it wrapped up. But we don't sign off until everybody's gotten what they need. Okay. Thorn Blackbird. You can't go far in a rowboat without oars. You can't go far in a rowboat without oars. So it sounds like there's there's something basic that you need to get, and it may be something that it's so basic and so obvious you overlook it, but you can't go far in a rowboat without oars. And that may also be another part of that thing of, hey, just work at it, Sometimes that critical thing that you're missing is just to do something. But okay, Yamanu. Oh, I think you got two.
Oh.
I wonder if one is for Shannon.
No, they're both for her.
No, they're both for Yamanu? Okay. All right. So the first one. Love is on its way.
Oh.
You guys have enough cats now. You know that.
Yes.
All right. And let your intentions create your methods and not the other way around. Let your intentions create your methods and not the other way around.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we had gotten some really, we've gotten some requests for folks who need a little healing and encouragement, Sarana, I'm going to ask Oster if he would be so kind as to bless Sarana with, a better job or some more hours, some greener pastures, and for everyone. Hear us, O Ra, great Lord of Yunu, and place your arms of blessing around all of us who are gathered in your name tonight. Let us rejoice in your bounty, and our hearts take joy in your kindness. Tell Neith and Anpu to open their ways for us, and may you protect us with your strong arm of compassion. For you are the All-Lord, the Lord of Ma'at. Holy and splendid is your name. Capri at dawn, Atum at dusk, Ra Horaketi as you rule the nine. Okay, and if anybody's got any other requests, wait, did we get? Oh, that's right. Did we miss Mrs. Jackals? You know what? I think so. Oh, and Katie Horton. Hi, hi, Katie. It's okay that you're we haven't signed off yet, so you haven't missed us entirely. If you wanted some prayers or a cookie, then just let us know. And 16th syllable. I guess you were mentioning my brooch. That was actually a gift from our friend Yamana, who's on the other chat. But yeah, let's get Mrs. Jackals. And like I said, if anybody's got any other requests, go ahead and put those up here before we sign out. So. There we go. So for Mrs. Jackal, don't behave with cold manners. So that's the message for Mrs. Jackal. Don't behave with cold manners. So be warm and friendly, and that will make a better impression. And I'm also getting the sense that's going to carry you further with what you're after. But don't behave with cold manners. Okay. Prayers for me. Mammogram in 2 weeks. Had one 4 years ago and found a non-cancerous tumor. Definitely. Tell you what. Let's say a prayer to Sekhmet. And I have one on the candle. Hail, Sekhmet the Great, eye of Ra, who hides him within her iris. Hail, Sekhmet, sovereign, mistress of light, who moves in brightness. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of darkness, at whose setting the dusk comes. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of fear, whose seal brings death. Hail unto you, Sekhmet, daughter of Ra, who loves Ma'at, who detests Zfet. Most holy of the gods, one seeks life in you. May you grant healing, life, prosperity, well-being for Katie and for everyone who needs it. Our friend Jory, he hasn't been feeling well, and he's worried about his grandfather. And Gabriel is worried about his friend Margot. And there are lots of folks who are trying to take care of others. And may your strength be with them. May your healing be with them. And may your love be with all of us. Hail a Sekhmet. Yes, Sarcastic is a link to the Discord. And Oh, okay. According to Google, -7 degrees is 19.4 Fahrenheit. So yeah, yeah. Actually, you're about as cold as we're supposed to get, like for the low.
Right.
So yeah, it's frosty. I'm kind of ready for the temperatures to warm up a bit. But winter always turns into spring. So. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in your new. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Aeneid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Yunu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu, endures. As the name of Aset in Necheru, endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet, endures. As the name of Horus in Pe, endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep, endures. As the name of Jehuti in Khamenia, endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Neith, O Anpu. You have come in peace, O Yanachiru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Neith, O Anpu, O Yanachiru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Alrighty, everyone. Sabrina, did you get your cookie? Because we did have it here, and it was all happiness is in the mind. Just in case you had missed that one. But okay. Yeah. I said a cold can make you sore. So can being hunched over animation and inking things in. But hopefully, I'm building up some stamina because I have some stuff that I'm working on. Of course, the new episode of the How To is going to premiere on Monday, and it's already up on Patreon. So you can go check that out.
It's totally worth the Patreon subscription, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, see, the thing is, they have it now where you can join Patreon and be part of the community for free. Now, the early access is $1. Yeah. So $1 gets you in the door for that. But I also try and put some things like some updates and things for everybody. And I'm going to be showing little bits of things from the animation project I'm working on. So you'll get to see that. And there will be lots of good stuff. We got a lot of things planned for this year. So. Right.
And even though you may not think it, it's going to benefit this church down the road too.
Yeah, because the more resources we have, the more things we can put into that. But guys, thank you so much as always. Love you. Poor one, I just said my work schedule's kicking my as I keep dozing.
It's all right.
I guess we're relaxing enough for you to sleep.
That's right.
And that's okay. Yeah,
I'll try and open up a, what is it, ASMR?
Huh, well, yeah, I know. See, I didn't know that was a thing. There's so many things now that, and you have to understand, I'm not on like, like I had to be informed that like Ingredients House, that was a TikTok thing for a while. And somebody had to explain to me what ASMR was like about a year or two ago, and I'm like, really, that's a thing? And then they picked on it on Beavis and Butthead,
Yes,
and I'm
it
like,
is.
yeah, oh yeah, that was funny, but yeah, so somebody had an ASMR ritual that they were doing for ISIS, and I guess the thing about the whispering was a little weird, but I don't know if you guys have ideas for something like that. I guess just mention them somewhere. But yes, love Beavis and Butthead. Did you see the one where they went in the escape room and it was Egyptian themed? Yeah, that was great. But anyway, I got to sign off because you guys have a weekend to get to. Creature of Legends says no ASMR, please. Okay. It seems that we're kind of divided on opinions on that, but don't worry, we have plenty to do right now. That's not something we're going to get to anytime really soon. But yeah, love you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Yes.
Listen to my voice.
Take care, everyone.
So much for joining us. Be safe and well. Come see us. Yeah, Darren's doing his ASMR version. See us again next week. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Big hugs.